Kia ora everyone, everyone's all doing well. So I'd just like to do a review on the 2021 Honda TRX 520. Well, let's get into it. So as you can tell, she's been well used. I mean well used. She's dirty. She's four-wheel drive. Front is independent suspension. There's your radiator coolant, so you can keep an eye on things. Sorry, it would help if I didn't have my hand there. The Honda TRX 520, you can get it in depends on how you want it, if you want auto or manual. We selected the manual. She's done 89.2 hours on the dyno. Let's have a go through. So obviously full tank, 110 Ks. As you can tell, I've been riding there. Oh, there you go. 89.3. Let's get back to the main part. It's all simple. All you know that you want to know, you just push the button. Your light switch here, your manual on and off to kill the motor. Electric start, obviously. As she always does. It comes with a 12-volt adapter, for floodlights or anything, or any accessory that you would like to plug into it. Little pocket edition. No, the pocket knife doesn't come with it, but I always just carry one of these because you can't go wrong with the pocket knife. Comes to the side compartment, which is sort of new to us. We had the Honda 420, which obviously didn't have this. We had the 2017 model. Obviously for my Bluetooth headphones, which is what I'm using to talk to you now. So bear with me if it does come out a little bit distorted or something or my words are not clear enough. Let's just blame that. So on the back here, obviously the people we bought it off in New Zealand. Honestly, with my employee, he's bought a few of these off these guys, and yeah, they really do look after you. Main feature with the 520 is here's your back compartment for tools or anything like that, or whatever you want to put into that. Tow bar, rear suspension, and straight shaft. Just less problems, I guess, if you're looking at low maintenance, which is not really a problem when you do buy a Honda, because let's be real here, they are the elite when it comes to ATV in the world. Well, I believe, and I can actually say that because it's not my first time driving a quad bike. Obviously, I've been driving quad bikes for at least 15 years now, so I've gone through quite a lot of brands. Not through abuse, but let me just correct those wordings. I'm a really good guy, but obviously through the years you can't just have one bike and do the whole job. You've got to keep up with the market, I guess, or keep up with farming. One amazing cool thing about it is, if you do have that moment when you've had these bikes for a long time and things start to wear out a little bit here and there, which to be honest with you, I've never had that problem, but if you ever do, the cool thing about this, if the starter motor does not work, or the battery all of a sudden decides to kill themselves, you do have the emergency backup of pull cord. How's that? Obviously your rear brakes, your front brakes, your rear as well, your horn. Let's see if it sounds gay. I won't comment on the horn. Obviously I'm on a bit of a hill here. As you can tell, the bike does get used on hills. So, flattened hill, to be honest, it's pretty good on the hills. It really is. As you can tell, there's my track going all the way up there, and you can sort of see the slope here. opens up a bit, but does get steeper up the top there. So, and obviously she goes up there. So, you know, she does go through a good test, you know, of driving. So, well, the new features I love about the 520. Let's get into it. So, four-wheel drive. Let's do it. So, Honda have honestly stepped it up a huge amount with the four-wheel drive settings. Let's get it in here. So, obviously red button. Let's try to get it where the light's not in our way. There we go. So, if you watch the four-wheel drive icon over here, let's do it. Hopefully you heard it. You can actually hear it go disengage and engage into four-wheel drive. There you go. And thank you, Honda. Thank you. If you don't know what this is, it's diff lock. Let's have a look. Should see an orange light come down here. It'll be flashing, and that is just to tell you that once you are moving, it will engage into diff lock. Hopefully you hear it flashing. And don't worry about the power steering light. It does actually disappear when you actually start the machine. But let's just get rid of that. And here's an idea. You can see it disappears. Quick and simple. Beautiful. Now it's fuel injected too, by the way. There you go. Obviously she's given the seal of approval. And manure. She loves being on the back. That is an accessory. You don't actually get them from a bike dealer. Well, you could probably in your area, but here in New Zealand, unfortunately we don't. The front compartment is also an accessory. The bike dealers do sell that. Obviously full tank. We fill the tank up, sorry. So yes, good note if you are purchasing a Honda is that don't try and fill it over the rim. You will never get it there. If you do, you're doing an extremely fast pour. But fill it up to this mark here, right there, because after that you're just wasting it and it's coming out the overflow. So it's just going to cost you money if you keep thinking that you're going to fill it all the way to the top there. Obviously when this was bought, it came with soft compound tyres, which just like every car, they just put on tyres. And you know, if you want better quality, you got to do it yourself. All vehicles, so we changed it up from soft compound to medium compound. So for example, soft compound you normally get around about 3-6 months out of them, and then they're bored and then they become dangerous, especially hill country. We've changed to medium compound, and to be honest with you, we'll get about a good year, 2 years max out of these tyres, and it's not much in the price. So it's well worth just changing the tyres while you're in there purchasing the vehicle. And obviously the bull bars are accessory as well, but to be honest with you, if you're buying a quad bike, you've got to get bull bars. It's just you know, when you're running stock and all that, you want that, because to be honest, calving season and when you're just moving things and all that stuff there, it just protects your quad bike from, you know, just cows rubbing their heads against it, breaking the fiberglass, plastic, and yeah, and you can put stuff on like that. As you can tell, I've got my standards on there for fence. You can see that's my modification there, the old bungee tape wrapping around there, but you know, plenty of room. I mean, yeah, I got big hands too, so you know, what's that, a good freaking, what, 6 inches or 8 inches or whatever the hell you call it. LED lights, the main front light here turns on when you put it onto high beam. So yeah, and as you can see, TRX 520, 4-wheel drive and power steering. Now, yeah, I do like the power steering, but I'm not really used to it. The 420 that we had, the 2017 model, that had power steering, but yeah, I wasn't too fussed. It is a cool feature, and you will notice the difference, because literally when this thing is running and you're driving, you pretty much can steer it with one finger. Oh, two fingers, obviously, one finger on each hand, and you can steer it left and right, no problem. But an awesome feature. It's 5-speed manual. Excuse me. The battery is in here, so to get the battery you have to release the back tab here, pull that off there, and that's how you get to the back compartment. Pull this out, or you lift the tabs here and here, and then you take the seat off and pull that out, and you'll see the battery exposed right then and there, so you can change it, do it yourself, and everything like that. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, overall about this bike, it is honestly sensational. It really is. I love it. I never was actually a Honda fan. I'm just whatever does the job bike guy. One really cool feature about it is the Honda is just better built from all the years of driving bikes. Like the bull bars here, I mean, look how thick that is. To be honest, I had a Honda Kodiak 450 2019. I drove that, and it just didn't feel anywhere near as strong as this. And within the time period before we bought this one, the drive shaft had broken two of them through the whole time of owning it, and the bike was, so obviously the bike was brand new from the dealer. Maybe I just had one of those moments where the bike just, you know, where they obviously cheaped out on something. We just happened to buy it, but it just, yeah, it just wasn't, yeah, that's all I'll say on that, eh? Well, in my mind, you shouldn't have to go through two drive shafts within the 2 years of owning the thing, or a year and a half, you know. Why buy a brand new bike if you're going to have big problems like that? But had no problems with the Honda 2017 420. I think the only problem I had with that was the needed a new battery and tyres. I think that was it. Oh, and a couple of light bulbs, but no, that's all little stuff. Like I said, LED. But yeah, if you really do want a Honda, they are worth the money. I do recommend buying them. They're just good in the long run, and the power's it's good, you know. 520 cc's of Honda power, Honda engine, you can't go wrong, you know. Honda have that reputation of good strong engines. I mean, I've never had to fix a Honda engine in my life, you know. I can honestly say that because I've been farming for at least 15 years, and the amount of stuff that amount of bikes I've driven just for different employment and just keeping up with the quad industry. Yeah, this one seems to just really much take the cake. Yeah, but so enough of going on and on. I think you guys get the hint. Yeah, buy one. You won't go wrong. You really won't go wrong. Oh, another cool thing about this thing is, if you've never owned a Honda before, is to put it into reverse. You bring the tab back and then bring it back. As you can tell, it comes with you when you apply pressure, and then you push down, and that is now in reverse. Take it out, obviously let it go, and you just lift up, and it's in neutral again. Gears are all up for 1 to 5. To park it, you simply bring this in and you pull this lever up, and it will lock in. Just give you a bit of an insight if I can show it. Yes, it does. Yeah, looks right in there. Sorry, that's me. What I'm doing here. There we go. So yeah. So Honda TRX 520. Thumbs up. So go for it. You will not regret the decision of buying it if you are looking for a real good strong quad. So yeah,